Good morning. Today I want to share with you a little something that I made up recently I'm calling it Spinal Spirals. Um, I, it came about just, I like to, as I practice yoga or if I'm doing some other movement form, Qigong or dance, I have a background in all of these three things. So this is kind of a cross, a blend, and I just like to play with what feels good, what movement feels good in my body any given day and any given moment. And so I, in that spirit of play, discovered these spirals that have been feeling so good and unlocking so much in my vertebrae, in my spine, and also in my rib cage, especially in the upper thoracic area. And this is where we can have a lot of stiffness, a lot of pathology, shoulder issues. This is where we open the heart. So yeah, I just want to share this fun, easy practice with you. This is Spinal Spirals. So you're gonna just take a comfortable stance with your feet a little wider than your hips. So you want to do this standing. There's a lot of spiral movement you can do sitting, which is really great too. But for this one, you want to be standing because, you know, the thing about spirals is there's always one part that's fixed. So the part that's going to be fixed, that you're always going to be able to come back to, is grounding through the legs and the feet. And you're going to start at the first rib, right? So just underneath the collarbone, at the top level of the thoracic rib cage, of the thoracic cage. And then we're going to slowly go down and bring our awareness to each level and each rib and each kind of rung in the cage. So as we start to spiral up top, staying fixed from the hips down through the legs, and we'll just go one direction all the way down. So you want to really let those upper ribs move with you. It's not a neck roll. We're really moving the top of the whole rib cage and breathing. Inhaling deeply, exhaling full. And then after you do that upper rung a few times, bring your awareness down one layer, one rib. And keep grounding through the hips, through the legs. So the more that you stay fixed through the center and through the lower body, the bigger you can make your spirals. So if it helps, you can think of it as going down the level vertebrae by vertebrae. I like to think of it as like rib by rib. So now I'm going down to like third, fourth rib area. And that's what I'm trying to move here. Breathing, going down a rib. And this is really great if you've been working on the computer or binge watching TV or, you know, sitting a lot, hunched over. Going all the way down. And when your focus comes down to the bottom of the rib cage, you can stop and pause in the center and just feel that. And we're going to come back up to the top and go the other direction. So allowing the collarbones, the shoulders, and the whole first couple thoracic ribs to move and open. And even though you're not directly rolling through the neck or spiraling through the neck, you'll you'll feel you can feel a lot of relief in the neck as you release the thoracic cage. And then going a little further down. Oh, just got an adjustment in my neck. Keeping the groundedness, the center, down through the pelvis, through the legs, through the four corners of the feet, keeping that fixed. Especially if you take your spirals to a more expansive place. Going all the way down the layers, down the rungs of the rib cage until you get to the bottom of the rib cage. And then stop, breathe. Notice how you feel. Notice, for me, it creates so much space in between the vertebrae as well as in the thoracic cage, which can get congested and tight, so that the shoulders, the neck, the whole upper body feels more free and open to move and to breathe. So that's it, spinal spirals. It's not really any kind of formal practice, but sacred movement, and it only takes a few minutes. So I hope you enjoy that. Aloha.